Hey everyone, STT here, back with a deck feature video, which again I haven't done in quite a while, and I said probably wasn't going to make anything else for the rest of the 2024 calendar year, but I've been playing with this deck recently and loved it so much I really felt like I wanted to show it off. Um, so yeah, that's why this video is being made. I know a while back I made my Groll Super Friends deck, showed it off. It's been one of my strongest decks ever made to date, and with the release of Pioneer Masters, there have been some really nice little tools that actually let me move that whole sort of Super Friends idea back to my favorite color combo, Selesnya, with the lead of Ajani, Mentor of Heroes, and particularly his second +1 ability. It's been really hard for me, at least, making a Selesnya Super Friends deck, because the best way to try to support Super Friends and Selesnya is just to play more of them. And the best way to do that previously was using Cisse and her tap ability, which Cisse is not a Planeswalker. So that didn't felt quite on flavor. But Ajani, Mentor of Heroes, can do it. And to a lesser degree, I guess Ajani Sleeper Agent can do it as well. He less searching and more just extra draw if you do see a creature or planeswalker. But Ajani, Mentor of Heroes, I think does it better. And of course, I don't like Phyrexian stuff. Although in both Super Friends decks, I do include Praetors as well. I don't know. They're convenient. For a Super Friends deck, you always just kind of want Vorinclex Monstrous Raider. You just do. And so that's why I've usually just kind of leaned into a bit and put Praetors in these Super Friends decks. Now with this deck, it's a little bit different than my Groll Super Friends deck, although it's something I probably should update with that deck. Foundations gave us Doubling Season. So that will help a lot. And both in getting loyalty counters on our planeswalkers and also in the planeswalkers and other cards that create chump blockers. Because that's usually the big thing that I like to do with my Super Friends decks, is create extra chump blockers. Now in my Groll Super Friends deck, my lead planeswalker, Arlen, actually made those chump blockers first. And then the rest of the deck helped get more of the planeswalkers out. It's kind of a little bit reversed here. Ajani gets the planeswalkers I want, and then I have to rely on the rest of the deck to put some of the chump blockers out. So that's particularly why I think having Doubling Season here is even more helpful than it was in the Groll version of this deck. But when it comes to making some of those tokens, let's see, what do we got here? We've got several Elspeths. Because that one creates, or +1 creates 3 soldier tokens. Archangel creates 1 with her +1. Sun's Nemesis can create 2 with the -2. What else? Knightly Valor. I probably will change this out. It creates a creature. It gives a +2/+2 in Vigilance, but it's pretty high cost. I'm probably going to move this out at some point. I guess Ugin technically creates tokens as well. Wandering Emperor does. Ren and Seven, of course. Vivian, of course. We've seen those in the Groll version of this deck. We've also got... where was the other Gideon thing that I put in here? Oath of Gideon gives you some core ally tokens. Omen of the Sun makes some soldier tokens. And actually with those soldiers, I think there's even a couple other soldiers in here, but it gets Elspeth's Command even more utility than it normally would have, because you don't necessarily have to put the perpetual +1/+1 in flying on the soldiers that it creates. You can put it on other soldiers that you've made. Other ways to get tokens out, Ocelot Pride. Feels good to have in a deck with Ajani because cats, and I'm all about cats. Yeah, that's kind of the big core. Oh, one other really nice thing about this deck that I don't have in the Groll version, which I might do. We have Enduring Vitality and Cryptolith Rite in this deck, which now turns all of those creature tokens into mana sources. So if I can get one of those out, I can suddenly really start popping off, as long as I can keep drawing or at least searching for things. And again, I've got 2 Ajanis that can help search for other planeswalkers or creatures or what else not. What else? We've got a little bit of life-gaining token creation with Griffin, Arian, Dawn of Hope. Those are just pet cards of mine, honestly. I put Clarion Spirit in here as well. Again, one that I might change out if I really want to increase the power level on this a bit more. Hanwir Military Captain, pretty nice. You have to transform before it makes its own tokens, but once you do, it's really nice. Anything else particularly fun with this deck? Obviously, there are the Praetors in there. They can be their own win conditions, particularly Elesh Norn Grand Cenobite. If I'm making a bunch of tokens to chump block and my opponent's getting a big creature board set up, dropping her on the field completely flips it. Now my chump block army can now overrun what's left of theirs, which is wild. I don't have a ton of interaction in this deck, because again, that's not what I tend to do. Like, Skyclave Apparition is the only actual removal that I have, unless you want to count Elesh Norn Grand Cenobite, or the backside of Elesh Norn, which I don't want to do because this thing destroys my planeswalkers. I don't want to transform her generally. I do have protection though, so we've got Surge of Salvation, Tamio Safekeeping, Veil of Summer, Dawn's Truce, and Heroic Intervention. So a little bit of protection in here because that's always good to have, but no removal or interaction. You'll also notice I have almost all basic lands here. This deck has been surprisingly consistent without color fixing, which probably plays a little bit into having Cryptolith Rite and Enduring Vitality in there as well. That's kind of color fixing on its own. But yeah, I think that's about it for all the different fun stuff that this deck is built to do. And as I mentioned, this is about as strong as my other Super Friends deck is, maybe even a bit stronger, and this could certainly even be improved if I wanted to be meaner with it. I don't want to be meaner with it. I can improve it in other ways. Because yeah, like Knightly Valor, Clarion Spirit, Hanwir Military Captain, Knight of the White Orchard. First Strike is nice. I do kind of like that. But yeah, stuff that I can certainly make changes on to increase the consistency of this. I've got Urza Resembles the Titans. White is good for interacting with planeswalkers. I didn't put Ignite the Beacon in here because I've had Ignite the Beacon in some other decks in the past, and it just never really helped. Urza Resembles the Titans is a bit better. It's also 5 cost, but you can play a planeswalker for free. You can search for planeswalker. You can double activate abilities. So if you've got multiple planeswalkers on the board, that thing can be its own game winner. I'm babbling now. Let's go play. Alright, here we are. We're playing Selesnya Superfriends, and we're looking at facing Delney Streetwise Lookout. That's an interesting starting hand. That's not something I can really use, though. That's much better. That is much better. So what we're going to do... Oh, wow, yeah, we got plenty of mana to work with. Ooh, Hare... Oh, okay, I can see how this... Oh. Anyone's running Hare Apparent, things can get just silly so quickly. I kind of just have to counter their silliness with silliness of my own. I do want to keep Paradise Druid up for 1 turn here. So that I can do this, and do this, and do this. Got 4 creatures, so Hanwir should transform immediately. Unless they can remove one of my creatures right now. Which would suck, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. Because as long as they don't remove the Druid, I can still play Vivian next turn. Vengeful Townfolk. Oh, nice. And again, I'm going to let that through. And it doesn't even try. Doesn't even try. Ooh, Monastery. I like that. I can't... so I can play these 2 next turn and trigger Clarion Spirit again. But so meantime, we're doing this, getting... I think Vigilance. And yeah, we'll... Oh wait, it's white and... Oh, it is white and black. I did not know that. Okay, Hare Parent triggers twice. That's fine. Woof, okay. So this is a time period where it would be very, very nice to get what's her name? Alice Norn. Ooh, can I use Vivian's ability to my benefit right now? Actually, I think I can. Let's do this. What can I get out of it? What's the best thing? Ocelot probably would be nice for creating even more creatures, but I would need to be gaining life for that to work. Hanwar is going to create creatures for me, so I think Galagreeters is the way to go. Let's... +1/+1. We want to be able to defend against all of these littler rabbits that are coming out. We'll create treasure and gain life. Oh, I love this, all the triggers we're getting.
I am the nexus of all that is.
My
voice beckons to all worlds.
Not going to, let's see, 11/11. They can chump block that. I can't defend with it, so I might as well attack. And they're gonna... Okay, I'm actually not mad at that. I am not mad at that at all. Another Hare... Yes, so this is gonna start going crazy pretty quickly. I can only really defend... Okay, so... When they attack with 1/1s, I defend with 2/2s. If they attack with 2/2s, I defend with 1/1s. Because I'm creating a lot of 1/1s of my own. So I can Oath of Gideon and let's say I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 I can work with. I would need 8 to do both of these. I do want him out, or at least the Oath out. So we're going to Oath of Gideon. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Oh, well, it was bound to happen at some point. And now Sapling Migration, I think. Actually, I'm gonna use her. Just to do that. Make another vigilant guy. Get this out. Alright, so what do I want to attack with? What do I not mind losing? Alright, again. Big guy. And let's actually get you. Actually, no, you can just die to that, so we're not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But is he going to try to get rid of that? No, it's chump block. That's fine. Don't mind that. I do not mind. Look at all of my 1/1s. They're getting a lot as well. Oh, that's a ton now. What's that, 36 1/1s of their own? Alright, so that sucks for me. They're out of hand. They're out of things in hand. I kind of want to do this. Alright, let's... now I can do this. Those all trigger again. Gain 2 life. And put a +1/+1. Not exactly what I want. Alright. And again, the best way for me to win right now is to try to find... Yeah, I need to try to find... Elish Norn. Because this other stuff isn't gonna help me a ton.
Every day is a new invitation. Please, buy us more time.
And yet Forest. Once again, you. I gotta keep all of the 1/1s that I can, honestly. So I think we're, you know what? I'm not even gonna do that. I'm not even gonna do that. So how many do I have? 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17 1/1s. Oh, Enduring Innocence. That's cute. Okay. Oh, okay. Heroic Intervention will be great next turn if I need it. If they do another all-in attack. There's so much trading that can happen right now. I need some life for sure. Elspeth might help me with that. All 36. Let's go. Everything that can block will. Oh, this is going to take forever. Do-do-do. Slowly but surely. I think that's all I can do, right? Alright, I'm taking 17 damage. That's a lot of hits. I've got a Heroic Intervention, which is nice, but I need... Oh, yeah, I need to get some more blockers out. Okay, not the Elish Norn that I wanted. Also, not the Elish Norn that I wanted. Okay, how am I going to handle this? Oh, hang on, is there anything in my graveyard that can help? I mean, technically. Cast lands or cast permanents. Nope, that doesn't help. I could... If I use Vivian's -2, I can kind of do something. Anything will help. Anything at all. Let's see. Skyclave doesn't really help. Ocelot Pride can certainly take a hit. I think I do want the Ocelot Pride here. Gain 2 life. Elish Norn comes in. All of that triggers. Second card per the turn. I can create 2 1/1s with this. Can also gain life. But I think the 1/1s will be more valuable here.
Together we can exact justice.
Do that. Do this, because now what happens here? I can play Heroic Intervention next turn. Woo! Okay, that was a lot more than I thought it would be, but I am not complaining. He's gonna come all in. All in. Okay. So this vengeful townfolk, that's surprising. You know what? With that, I think he wins. 17 plus 16 is 33. I'll gain some back with the Ocelot, but... Alright, so 2/2s have to block other 2/2s. Those are my only 2/2s, and I'm not sure I have enough to get everyone else? Question mark? Let's do this to prevent you from gaining life. Actually, with 17, it might be smarter to do some chump blocking on the Hare appearance. So we'll do that. Actually, I think we survived this. That's all I can do. 11 is coming through. 11 is coming through, and I do heroic intervention to save everyone. Gain an extra 2 life. Make an extra treasure token. Oh, and they said you can't do combat tricks in the new meta. $11 comes through, I'm down to 6. Oh, yes! And they stop. Oh, okay. Oh, that was good. That was good. Alright, let's go. We're facing off against Thassa, the Deep Dwelling. Okay, that actually works pretty well. Turn 2, Birth from the Lettuce. Turn 3, either Omen of the Sun or Skyclave Apparition if I need to slow my opponent down at all. And actually, Skyclave Apparition is basically the only way I have of removing Thassa. So if they try to do that, Skyclave could be quite useful. Let's hope they're not going to be too crazy with counterspells. Because that would be annoying. Get another planes. Oh, I would have drawn a forest next turn and could have played Enduring Vitality. Oh well. I am not complaining. We'll wait until the end of their turn to do Omen of the Sun. Or until they are tapped out. Okay, I gained 2 life. Could have done that maybe a bit earlier.
I seek a path. I am proud of those who
Alright.
beside me.
So now the goal is to see if we can get Ajani's ultimate here. Also, if we get another forest, we start popping off. Alright, so what are you going to do with your Caliphate? Or Calais, or how you pronounce that? Beloved of the Sea. It's Wayfarer's Bauble! Okay, I can't do any of that fun stuff, so we're going to play Monastery Mentor. Not countered. I gain life.
We thrive when we support one.
I attack. I guess if they have a flash or something, flash creature, they do not. Yeah, that could have been bad for me. I'm just... Now that does not have an ETB, so I'm not worried yet. Nadir Kraken, okay. Still not worried. You know what? Sure. Get rid of that thing. Ooh, I could do Elish Norn. Nadir Cracker's gonna be annoying, so I'm actually instead gonna do the Apparition now. Counterspell? Mana drain! Oh, that's rude. Okay.
Find your inner strength.
It's not quite at... Okay, fine, fine. You got a lot of mana now. What are you gonna do with it? Let's see. Oh, that can tap things. That's right. And they just decide to not, though. I'll take it. Ooh, Arna Kennerud, Skycaptian. Kennerud, or how you pronounce that. I've never been good with umlauts. Alright, this will be an interesting start. Obviously, turn 1 Innkeeper, turn 2 Mentor. Or turn 2 Innkeeper, turn 3 Mentor, hopefully turn 4 Nissa. Or turn 3 Ajani, maybe? Let's put the Mentor out first. Because they're not threatening too much at the moment. Yeah. It's coming out. Actually, so I really should play Nissa next. I'll be able to put a forest up and save anything with heroic intervention if need be. So they're trying to get color fixing down here. Nissa comes out, auto pay. Please don't counter. Oh, nice. Alright. Attack with everyone. And if you try to do anything to me next turn, I have a heroic intervention ready. Helm of the Host. Okay. Okay. Does that... What does that do with your commander here? Whenever modified creature you control attacks, double the number of each kind of counter on it. Okay. Each non-token permanent attack, create a token... Oh! Oh, you can start spiraling... Oh, that'll be insane. I just need some sort of massive removal to deal with that. That's honestly the only way to worry about that. Only way to deal with that, I should say. Alright, we will... Sleeper Agent. Yeah, do that. Well, at least I have a bunch of chump blockers, but that thing's flying, so chump blockers do not help. I just need to try to get them out of the way as quickly as possible. Reveal. Oh, geez, bottom, yeah.
Every day more rally to our glorious cause.
Everybody attack!
Everywhere. Stand with us.
Oh, he's giving up the wall. So, this does not have haste. And he can't play it and attach it. Oh! Ooh! 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 There we go! Heroic intervention to the rescue again. And they forfeit again! Oh, alright. You love to see it. You love to see it. Alright, here we are, taking Selesnya Superfriends against Sauron the Dark Lord. Okay. I can use this. Oh, it's not great, though. I need to get a third land or a second creature out quickly if I want to get Ajani Strength of the Pride out. And the thing is, his ultimate will deal with Sauron, which is hard to deal with otherwise. But I definitely need to hope for more land soon. if my opponent will play. There we go. Thank you. Let me play. Let me play. Blue. And there's my other land. Awesome. So I can get Ajani out next turn. Then play the right and hopefully start doing other fun things. Doubling season. Gotta love it.
I will be there. True friends always stand by your side.
Are you just gonna remove Ajani right away with like a lightning bolt or something? That'd be so mean. So mean. Okay, he's got all 3 colors. Honored heirloom, okay. Ah, but I am... I don't want to get in range of that other whatever, so we're not gonna get too low, even though I could make multiple tokens. Actually, I might do that next turn to get the Cryptolith right out and start having even more fun. Man, they are... okay. They are trying. They're trying hard. Ooh, Nazgul. Okay. These things are annoying. Saproling Migration. Okay. Let's see. Right. Create 2. Okay, I don't have enough to... yeah, summoning sickness. Alright, you want to make the trade? I'll do it. Because here's the fun thing. I mean, discard your hand if you draw 4. Okay, no, no, no. Here we go, here we go. You get to... yeah, that's fine, but it goes away immediately. I gain life. I could do this. I'm not going to. Because I want to pressure this guy. Because now you're amassing orcs does nothing unless you can remove Elish Norn. Which, I mean, you could. Pretty easily. But you're down to 9 life now. Nazgul will die immediately. But that will happen. Ooh, okay. He's doing the draw, doing the draw. Okay, nice. So I can't attack you next turn. Tell me is safekeeping, awesome. That's actually quite nice. And they forfeit. Alright, we beat Sauron the Dark Lord. Alright, and that was my Selesnya Superfriends deck. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions for things to shift out, like again, Knightly Valor, and what was the other one I was really kind of thinking of? Knight of the White Orchard, some other maybe less efficient things. I've got Teo in here just because it fits the theme of Planeswalker that creates chump blocks. But yeah, if you have any suggestions, I'd love to hear them in the comments. Especially if they're a little bit more along the lines of what I like to play and not, you know, board wipes and things like that. Because while those are useful at sometimes, I just don't like them. Don't like them. But yeah, that's all I got for today. So hit like if you liked the video, ring the bell and hit subscribe if you want to see more MTG Arena deck features like this one. I've got a link down in the description to my Ko-fi if you want to support me directly. That is always appreciated, both from me and from my cats. Actually, one moment here. One moment here. My cats, or one of them at least. Hi. Say hi. There she is. Oh well. That's all I got. Take care and Happy New Year. I will see y'all later. Bye.